We're back today looking at success. And what do I mean by success? Well, it's got to be much more about fulfillment. And one of our passions at Succeed from the Start is to explore what success means to different people, particularly when it means more than the dollar signs in your eyes. Today, I've got the lovely Tati Garcia with me, and I'm delighted to find out more about you and also primarily what does success mean to you? So that's going to be my first question. Welcome, first of all, obviously. And what does success mean to you?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I think that's such an excellent question. And what success means to me is essentially, a lot of times I think we can strive for accomplishing these goals or reaching certain milestones. And reaching those things, we think it's going to bring us happiness and fulfillment, and it might check off all the boxes, but it doesn't always give us that inner fulfillment. And success to me means, first of all, having some level of freedom and that allows me to have creativity in my life, that allows me to do the things that I'm passionate about. And also doing that from a place of inner calm and groundedness. And so it's doing the inner work that then radiates outward into not only my work that I do, but also my personal relationships and personal life.
So definitely far more than the bank balance and the house or the car,
Mhm.
anything like that, much more from coming from the inside. So what about the
Yeah.
clients that you work with? What kind of success do you bring to them?
Yeah, so it's very similar. The clients that I work with tend to be high achieving individuals who can be very hard on themselves and oftentimes working towards these goals and towards this image of success by pushing themselves, by being very fearful of what happens if they drop the ball or if they don't go above and beyond in everything. And a lot of the work that I do with my clients is helping them to connect with this sense of inner calm and groundedness and get to the root of what's keeping them stuck in this cycle of struggling in order to get to this place so that they can not only feel better in the process of working towards and connecting with the things that are important to them personally in their lives, but also thrive through that process and achieve a life that is more closely connected with their personal values while feeling better in the process.
You've used a word that I find very powerful, and that word is thrive, because it means it's so much more, isn't it, than surviving. And so many people can just get through life and they're just surviving. But when you're talking about thriving, the image in my head is always about flourishing and growth and beauty. And it's such a more positive way of looking at things. So, how can people get in touch with you if they're feeling in that place where actually life is probably very stressful for them and they're probably going to bed as worried as when they got up and not really achieving fully what they're capable of, are they? So how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so I have a podcast where I talk all about what I just shared, helping high achievers to achieve calm, balance, and confidence in their lives. It's called Calmly Coping. So you can find that wherever you listen to podcasts, also on YouTube. And you can also go to my website, becalmwithtati.com, where I have more resources there. And you can also find me on social media at Tatiana GLPC.
Brilliant. Well, we'll be sharing those links, of course, with this podcast wherever we put it. And I would just encourage you, don't stay silent. Don't sit there thinking about getting in touch with Tati. Get in touch. Ask her. See what she can do with you. Have a conversation. Because there's nothing worse than staying stuck in a place that you're not happy, in a place that you're not finding fulfillment, in a place that you're striving all the time. So thank you very much for coming along and sharing us that snippet of your journey. And we look forward to finding out more and maybe perhaps discovering what kind of work you actually do with your clients and how the process followed through. Thanks very much for coming along.
Thank you so much, Angie.